All right, let's get into the vocabulary and grammar section. Now, before we get into this one, there's a couple of things. You could learn a million different words that are very big and very fancy sounding. And when you get to the APCAT, you'll fall on 1,000,001 and 1,000,002, and you haven't seen them. So don't overstress it. A couple of things you could do here is you can get one of those word of the days that gives you a new word every day, and you could learn it. But I'd advise you that when you learn a new word, try to apply it, try to use it. So learn it, use it, teach it to someone. The other thing I like to advise is read. Read, 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 read. Okay, this isn't your grade 6 school teacher campaign to reading, but it kind of is. Reading helps you expand your vocabulary. Read out of your comfort zone. Read into different genres. Read as much as you can, and it'll help you not only with big words or complicated words or words that you haven't seen, but it'll also help you read faster, which is something that you will greatly benefit out of when you have 1 minute and 12 seconds per question. All right, let's get into our first vocabulary question. Portland's oldest citizen was blank. He refused to leave his home even when he was All right, so here's a few ways you can approach this question. I like to approach it with trying to figure out what the blank is. So Portland's oldest citizen was something. What was that something? By reading the rest of it, he refused to leave his home even when he was warned of rising floodwaters. Portland's oldest citizen was stubborn. So let's go through the list of words that we have. Reactant. We know that reactant is not close to stubborn. The next word is redundant. Now you might not have come across this word, and it's a hard word to kind of break down. So let's skip it for a moment. Let's go to repatriated. Is repatriated similar to stubborn? You might not know what repatriated means, but you could break that word down, and when you break it down, you see that parts of that word have nothing to do with something or someone that is stubborn. So we can eliminate A and C just based on our basic understanding of what these words mean. And now we have D, recalcitrant. So now you have two words that you may have not encountered before, redundant and recalcitrant. So now you're down to 1 in 2 chances of answering versus a 1 in 4 chances of answering. You've just bettered your odds. Unfortunately, you still have to make a decision between redundant and recalcitrant. In this case, the correct answer is recalcitrant. The best thing I can offer you is to read. Read, 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 and hopefully you come across some of these words, and hopefully they'll help you navigate this exam. All right. Before we get into the next question, like I said, whether something is obstreperous, precipitous, or even to circumambulate a building, the words don't necessarily matter. But the best way you can help improve your vocabulary is by, again, reading, 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 and using it. Use it in every day. And here's another example of why reading can help you with this exam. In this next question, we have the meteorologist predicted an something amount of wind today. Read the next 4 answers and try to figure out which is the correct one. Again, when you read and you're exposed to many, many, many words, you might come across words that are misspelled, and then something will kind of click and you'll say, this looks off from what I understand from these words, or this doesn't look right to me. So again, reading helps you decipher some of these more common spelling mistakes. I hope this has helped you.